Why don't you receive interviews? Because you are making mistakes on your resume. And some mistakes are obvious, but some others are hidden, and you are not even aware that you are making a lot of mistakes. Hi everyone, I'm Thea from agejob.com.au, helping skilled migrants and international graduates get jobs and live a better life. And in today's video, I will share with you the deadly mistakes that a lot of job seekers are making, which stop them from receiving interviews. And when you watch this video, you will realize immediately what mistakes you are currently making on your resume. And especially, I will share with you the tips on how to avoid or how to fix these mistakes to bring interviews with your resume. This mistake is not new, and I have talked about it for so many times, but now I need to talk about it again because I have seen it again and again and again. And I'm sure that you are also making this mistake. Job seekers use only one resume for all the jobs that they apply. So they don't change their resume when they apply for a new job, or they just revise some words here and there to fit the new company. But this is a big mistake, and it's very obvious to know that what you are currently doing is wrong. How to know it? You don't receive any interviews, meaning your resume cannot pass the ATS, the applicant tracking system, to land interviews for you. This system scans through your resume to check whether your resume is a good match to the job. But I'm sure that you're not a good match because every job is different. If you don't change your resume to fit the new job, then how can you be a good match to that job? Make sense? So my tip for you is you need to customize your resume to each job that you want to apply for. I have been working with so many job seekers, and I can tell you the insights of job seekers. We all want to have a long resume. We think that every single experience on our resume is important, and we don't want to leave any of them out. That's why we end up having a long resume with 3 pages or even 5 pages. I totally understand because it's really hard to shorten a resume. I think it's an art to know what is important that you should keep on your resume and what is irrelevant that you better remove. But let me tell you the insights of the hiring managers. They don't like reading long resumes. They just read your resume because they need to recruit someone to their team. But they don't have time for that. So they just spend a maximum of 6 seconds on your resume. And now if you send them a 5-page resume, they just ignore it because it's too overwhelming for them. So my tip for you is you should keep your resume with a maximum of 2 pages or 3 pages, depending on how many years of experience that you have. I'm 99% sure that you are making this mistake on your resume. So in the key skill part on your resume, you just have a list of keywords like project management, time management, communication skills, etc. But when you are doing this, you actually make 2 mistakes. The first one is you are not outstanding from your competitors because they are doing exactly the same. I've seen hundreds of resumes, and I see that this mistake repeats across so many job seekers. And secondly, for hiring managers, they are not convinced that you've actually got the skills, and they are still your personal claims. So my tip for you is you need to showcase the skills that you've got in specific projects, specific experience, and you should show that you've got some tangible results from your skills. Now, this mistake happens when you just talk about the tasks and the responsibilities that you have done in previous positions, but you cannot show any achievements that you've got from these positions. I know writing achievements is not easy, but if you just talk about the responsibilities, then you're not outstanding from your competitors, because they may have the exact experience, they may have done the exact task as you, and your experience is also not convincing to hiring managers. So they just see that maybe you just copy and paste from the job ad, but whether you have done this task before or whether you have got this experience before is still a question to hiring managers, and it's still not convincing to them yet. So my tip for you is you need to back up your claims, you need to back up your responsibilities with specific achievements and tangible results. Now, I guess that you have been removed by the ATS for so many times. For example, you have applied for 50 jobs, but you don't receive any interviews, or you've received only 1 or 2 interviews. It's not enough, and it shows that you have been removed by the ATS. And do you know that most of the times you are removed by the ATS with very basic mistakes? So how to know by what mistakes that you have been removed by the ATS? You need to know the basic thing about the ATS. It mainly reads text. It cannot read images. So you better play it safe by avoiding boxes, shading, symbols, images, all the design elements. So my tip for you is you better focus on the content, on the quality of your resume, and not the design of your resume. Now, this mistake is quite subtle, that only the experienced job seekers can realize that they are actually making the mistake. But for hiring managers, it's so obvious for them that they can realize immediately on your resume, but for sure, they never tell you. So it is when you just talk about your benefits and not the benefits of the company, such as you say that you want to progress in your career, you want to grow yourself, you want to strengthen your skills. But hold on, do you realize that these are only your benefits? It's not the benefits of the employers. You are still applying for a job. So at this stage, the employers still care about what you can do for them, not what you want from them. Your benefits will come, but it's still too early at this stage. It will come when you are one of their employees. So my tip for you is at this stage, you need to focus on what you can do for the company, such as what problems you can solve or how many new clients you can bring to the company. Make sense? Now, I believe that you have identified the deadly mistakes that you need to avoid at all costs in your resume. And once you've identified the mistakes, I want to offer you specific help to make sure that you can land interviews with your resume. So I'm hosting a free resume masterclass, 3 simple steps to get interviews and job offers. And I will walk you through step by step on how to write a resume that can land interviews in only 6 seconds and land a job offer. And especially, this is the strategy that helped me land my 6-figure salary full-time job in only 2 weeks. And it also helps my clients land their 5-figure to 6-figure salary full-time jobs in a matter of weeks. So you shouldn't miss out on this class. And the link to join is agejob.com.au/ageresume, and it's also in the first comment of this video. If you have revised your resumes over and over again, but you still don't receive any interviews, it shows that what you are doing is not working. And if you realize that you need to work one-on-one with me, then feel free to reach out. Head over to my website at acejob.com.au/one-on-one. Check out the secret job securing system and all the success stories on that page. Book a call with me from the calendar, and I will share with you the customized action plan based on the challenges, based on your strengths, your weaknesses, to make sure that the job will be yours. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this video and any topic that you want me to talk about. Thank you so much for watching the full video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. I can't wait to see you in the next video.